So I've moved it around a bit so I can work at it a little better. And here's one of the just the driving lights here. You can see the dirt on it. And here is one of the brake light tail light. And you can see how dirty it was. And then here's what you end up with when you're done. Now you see that on the original one, it's got all this yellow stuff in it. That is, I believe, dielectric grease. And when I'm done, I will have to repack these to keep them from corroding after with some new dielectric grease. But for now, I'm just leaving them open. So to get them out here, there's a bit of a tab right in here on both sides and one right here on the top. So we wiggle our way in here and just kind of pry this out gently to try not to break it. And pry that little keeper out of there. And the same with this one. And that brings it up. And then if we wiggle kind of nicely and gently, it'll come apart here on the top. And you'll see the grease coming out from it. From there then, I just take my jackknife and kind of scrape the stuff all out without trying to make too much of a mess. Very gently so we don't scratch the plastic. And then we just discard it. Same thing goes with the connector itself. And we just kind of carefully take that out. It's good to have something small that you can get in there without breaking things. Because you have to keep in mind that this stuff is 45 years old. And it is surprisingly pliable yet. So it took me a while to figure out how to do this. The first one took me forever, as I didn't know how it came apart. But once I figured that out, it makes it a lot easier. So I'm just going to show how this comes apart. The brake and tail connector is slightly different than this one. The tail light, as this one is, goes through here on an angle. The stop and tail connector has 3 terminals, and these pieces here will fit straight in here, 2 of them side by side. So once this here is cleaned out, sort of, then we just put a small screwdriver. This is a really thin screwdriver, and we just put that in here very carefully. Pry that out so it clears that tab, and then just gently, ever so gently, pop that up, because the dielectric grease on the inside also holds it from coming down or coming out. And so then you pry this up slightly and pull back ever so gently and come out on an angle. You have to twist it as it comes out like that to get past the tab. And once that's done, that's the easy part. Then the second part is to get the other contactor here from the side, to get it to come out as well. And to do that, you have to come in from the top, and it requires that you pry out the tab. And if you look here, right in here, where the tab comes out, it goes over a little clip at the top, and you have to carefully work in behind that and gently pry that out just a little wee bit, so that your screwdriver will hold that out just a little bit. Come on, yeah, like that, and then pry it out from the back. If I can get this around so you can see, like so. Like that. So that doesn't want to come very nicely, so we're going to have to push. There. So now it's cleared the tab. It's cleared the tab here at the top. So now I'm going to take it and carefully pry it up. It comes out very easy, so if there's any kind of resistance, that's a big red flag. And then this just comes out, and there you have it. Nothing to it, just a little keeper here at the top that sticks over top of this little keeper here at the very top of the holder. And then from there we go and put a little bit of parts cleaner. Varsol works very well to liquefy whatever grease and what have you that's in there, and then you end up with something clean. And then this here you have to keep very careful of, because this piece here is not connected, it's loose, it's 2 pieces. So you have to be very careful when you pull that out that you don't bend it. So I'm gonna soak this in Varsol for a while, and then I'll resume once I get things kind of softened up a bit.